Hello and welcome to the Buzzerbeater Show. Episode. Right, I didn't write the episode 94. My bad. Episode 94. My name is David Jones, and today we're going to talk about the MVP conversation, the Nets, and the Golden State Warriors. So, first of all, MVP. We got Embiid. We got Jokic. And, I mean, Giannis, yes, too. Giannis, for sure. But, and Morant. So, for me, that John Morant is averaging 30 points per game and leading his team wait, I have to check the seat before I say anything wrong here. And which seat, though? I mean, it's the Grizzlies, like the Memphis Grizzlies. These guys would be nothing without John Morant. And the Grizzlies are the third seed. Like, bro, they're the third seed, and they're taking on, like, teams where you thought, like, oh shit, these teams cannot be. How do I put this? Taken on? I mean, it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Like, these guys, like, I don't know, like, before Ja came. I mean, even the first year with Ja, they didn't make the playoffs because they got knocked out by the Clippers in the play-in tournament. Then this year I don't remember if they made it or not, but I'm pretty sure they didn't. Or did they? Did they make the playoffs? I'm not sure. But to this year, they have a record of 36-18. That's well above 500. And that's a pretty good record. I mean, 36-18. That's respectable for a team that pretty much has only John Morant on it, Like, okay, yeah, there is Jarrett Jackson Jr. Wait, I have to check something. I have to check. I don't really. Wait. Steven Adams, right? Steven Adams is on the team. Desmond Bain, right? I mean, like, Jarrett Jackson Jr. is a very good center. Or, no, he's a small forward in that position. But, anyways, he used to be a center, I guess. And he had really good games against the Knicks, especially, where he was like a foul nightmare. And he's also a very young star that can develop to something. But John Morant is leading the show. I mean, how many points is John Morant averaging right now? Let me check. 26.3. I think over the last 15 games, he averaged like 30 points per game. Just because what I said before earlier. But for me, that he's leading this team to a good playoff spot. Although their talent is... I mean, just listen at this starting bench. John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jarrett Jackson Jr., Kyrie Williams, and Steven Adams. I think Kyrie Williams is their new draft pick they got. I don't want to say anything wrong, but... Oh, they have Dylan Brooks on the team. Man, I don't know, but these guys would be there would be no playoff hopes without Ja. That's all I'm saying. And what makes this team so unique is just Ja Morant's court vision. Like, you see these passes he's throwing, or his athleticism, his dunking, and he has developed the shot. Like, he's not only he got criticized for his shooting ability, but that's not a point anymore. He's shooting like, I don't know. Wait, let me check. How many? Wait, so Ja Morant stats 2022. No, shooting. So, right here. His field goal percentage went from... Wait, when this season started in 2021, right? Not to be wrong. So, his field goal percentage went from 48.6. It went from 44.9 to 48.6. Bro. Yo. Bro. Dog, like, bro, that's crazy. Like, wait, let me just check how his shooting is this year. Alright, so here it shows 33.5. But it went from 30.3% to 33.5%. And I mean, his efficiency rating is 50.9. And his 2 points percentage is 51.1. Bro, that's crazy efficient. And a lot of people compare him to, like, what would have happened if Derrick Rose hadn't gotten injured, or maybe more advanced career of Russell Westbrook. But I don't. First of all, don't do these comparisons. Second of all, we don't know yet what's gonna happen. Just look and see. But I think the future looks very bright for Ja Morant. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's leading his team. They're right now the 6th seed, I think. Which, right? No, they're the 4th seed. So it's like right now, like the Brooklyn Nets are the 6th seed, which I'm going to talk about right now. So, 4th seed. They're 32-21. And still, he doesn't get credit for what he does. It's like, I heard a lot of people say something really smart, and that was, we're so numb of his talent and his abilities that we're just used to him, like, dropping, like, I don't know. Let me just check, wait. To see if I'm not saying anything stupid. Here. Box score. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 28.9. Which is just... I saw, like, in the playoffs, he averaged, like, I don't know, like 30 points per game, and he averaged like 35 points per game in the finals. Like, bro, that just shows ultimate status. You know, like, bro, that's crazy. He's averaging 28.9%. 28.9 points. Like, he's... Like, there was somebody who talked about this, like... They said, if Giannis is off the floor, this team is only like an average team, an above average team. But as soon as they're a title contender. That's just a massive, massive difference, y'all. Like, you got to put this in perspective. He is the main reason why the Bucks made the finals. That's all on him. Of course, Chris Middleton also had a big factor in it, but he wasn't the main reason. It was Giannis. And that's no disrespect to Chris Middleton in any way. But a lot of people have become so numb to what Giannis is doing that they're just, alright, yeah, another great season from Giannis. Why is he still in the MVP conversation? Bro, he won the championship last year. He is, I know that has nothing to do with this season, but there's so many injured players right now on the Bucks, and he's still having them above 500 and making them. And like he's sometimes the villain of the NBA because a lot of people, they don't really hang out with him. And it's just all just him, you know. So, Embiid, Joel Embiid. I mean, let me just find the stats for Embiid. But like, how tall is he? 7'2", and he's playing with this. He's playing like he's a. I don't know. He's 7'2". He weighs about 300 pounds. And he's that's 150 kilocalories? Kilograms? I don't know. But he averages 29.1 points. 10.8 rebounds per game and 4.4 assists per game. And the Sixers right now are the third seed in the East. Which the East is loaded. It's loaded. Because you have to imagine the East is loaded and he's putting up these stats while being on a team that's missing Ben Simmons and is playing with, was it Joe Harris? I don't know, but Embiid for sure deserves to be in the MVP conversation. And for me, he's right now actually the top runner, you know? I mean, of course Giannis is also up there. But for me, Ben Simmons is gone. They have Joe Harris. Who else they got? Wait, let me just check they got... Right, Tyrese Maxey, right? Steph Curry. And Matisse Thybulle, right? Matisse Thybulle. Andre Drummond is on that team. He's probably the backup for Embiid. But Embiid, I'm looking at this game against the Kings where they won by 2 points. And, bro, he's averaging he dropped 36 points. With Tyrese Maxey, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Tyrese Maxey averaging 13 points. Tobias Harris averaging 16 points. Steph Curry 8 points. And Matisse Thybulle averaging 8 points. Like, do you remember that loaded team with Philly with Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid? That was the starting lineup. And I think it didn't really work that out well because Al Horford is the center and Joel Embiid is the center, and nobody really got why they were on the same team and why they were both in the starting lineup. But who cares? The thing is, this team is not really that. They're not really that good, but they still have Joel Embiid averaging 29 points per game and having 36 points against the Kings. Bro, this guy is scary. He's really scary. I mean, watch out for Joel Embiid. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the MVP. And then we got Jokic. The Joker. Nikola Jokic. So, first of all, the Nuggets. No, let me first look at. So, first of all, Denver. What? Denver. Nikola Jokic is averaging 25.9 points per game, 13.8 point rebounds per game, and 7 assists per game. The reason why nobody really, or less people are talking about him is because he plays first for the Denver Nuggets, and Jamal Murray is still injured. I mean, the Austin Rivers, alright. Wait, they have, not Austin Rivers, wait. Monte Morris, right? Monte Morris, Aaron Gordon, he's, like, and Jeff Green, bro. That's actually not so bad. Aaron Gordon, alright, how much is Aaron Gordon averaging? Oh, sorry. 14.5 points. All right. Not too bad. And the Denver Nuggets are the 6th seed. And yet again, the only reason why this team is in playoff contention is because of Jokic. It's the same with the Philadelphia 76ers. It's the same with the Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies. And that's one of the reasons why people should make the MVP. First of all, their stats, if these stats are pretty good or crazy. Second of all, their playoff team and their roster around it, and if they can bring their team to the playoffs with only them, well, not only them, but them being the main factor why. For me, that's MVP conversation. And Jokic, for sure, for me, he's also up there in the MVP conversation. I don't know the MVP ratings right now, but we'll see. I think my favorite right now is probably Joel Embiid to win it all. I mean, Steph Curry wasn't it, but it happens very quickly that you have a couple of bad games and then you're out of it. And that's just what happened with him. I mean, he can come back. I think he's done like number 6 or something. But who knows? And LeBron he's also the main reason why the Lakers are not completely falling apart. But I think that players like Russell Westbrook or players that are not really contributing to this winning culture or trying to get into this winning culture with the Lakers are putting LeBron's MVP reputation down because they're under 500 and they're the 9th seed, the Lakers. So, I don't know. it's just not so good. The Nets. My last topic for the day, because I thought my first topic, yes, I talked 20 minutes about that topic, first of all. But the Nets. You know, I never liked James Harden going to the Nets because I thought it was pretty damn selfish, foolish for leaving a team that gave him everything, that is the Rockets, and providing him with the future and giving him the keys to the team and everything. I just think it's very unfair of him just leaving them like that. And I know they haven't really they gave him Russell Westbrook. They gave him Dwight Howard. They gave him Clint Capella. They gave him... Wait, who was there? They gave him CP3 for crying out loud. They gave him Chris Paul. You know what Chris Paul is doing? He's bringing his son's team to the best seed in the West. Chris Paul, also maybe in the MVP conversation, by the way. But I really feel sorry for KD. For real. KD, for me, he used to be a snake. Now I just feel sorry for that guy. I mean, he's coming to the Nets to having a winning culture and to take on the NBA and to win a championship. And James Harden is complaining about the weather in Brooklyn. And he says, oh yeah, the weather in Los Angeles, because I think he's like from Los Angeles or something. The weather in Los Angeles is way nicer. Bro, what the actual fuck, dog? You get granted to winning a championship and you're complaining about the fucking weather? For real? That's what you're doing right now? He's complaining about the weather. Bro. Like, no cap, that's so disrespectful. People are actually like, they're trying to help you. They're trying to get you into a winning championship contention, whatever. And you're complaining about the fucking weather. My guy, are you for real? Like, everybody is trying, like, the Brooklyn Nets are trying to win now or never. And this guy, James Harden, is saying that the weather is not good and that's why he wants to leave. And that everything around it, it's like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, you being granted to one of the two really good team. Or I don't know. James Harden is a really, really, really weird dude. And he probably will be a really weird dude. And for me, a lot of things that he did in his career, I didn't really support. And I don't know. Kyrie also not getting vaccinated. It's all just, I think like, alright, you rather want to put out your beliefs than winning a championship. I get that. But people count on you, you know? People want to win a championship. Especially Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant came to this town, to Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn is not a town. It's a... You know what I mean. They came to Brooklyn to win a championship. And for KD to be the main guy. And both of them got that. And, I mean... These teams, they're not scary anymore. They're really not scary. I don't get it. They're really, really, really not scary at all. Like, you put them with fucking KD, Kyrie, and fucking James Harden in one team. And you can't put it together like that, bro. What the fuck? And he complains about the fucking weather in Brooklyn. Brooklyn gets cold in the winter. Get used to it, James Harden. It's not fucking LA, right? Oh yeah, the weather's bad. What the fuck? You weren't complaining about this last year, right? You're just seeing everything is falling apart, and that's just your thing. You're leaving the team. Bro, that's so foolish. I would be pissed if I were the Brooklyn Nets. I'm right now pissed. I actually like it because the Brooklyn Nets, I don't really like them because they're the Brooklyn Nets and not the New York Knicks, you know? But, oh my god, bro. Why? Why is it so hard for these guys to win a fucking championship, bro? They have... I mean, I get it. KD's the only guy that's really committed, and he's out right now because of a knee injury. Steve Nash, he doesn't really know what he's doing because the only good player right now that is injured is KD. Kyrie's in and out of the lineup. James Harden, he's basically with one foot out of the door. And they're not really, like, the chemistry, it doesn't really need to have chemistry and all that, but it's just really not looking good right now for these Brooklyn Nets. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, but your playoff contention is if KD doesn't come back and something in the chemistry doesn't improve, it's slipping down every time. And I'm sorry, if you win the championship, bro, I mean, I'm going to take everything back, but as it looks right now, I'm just looking at it from right now. I'm not saying for the future and stuff, but just, for me, it doesn't really look like a championship. That's all I'm going to say. So, if you like this podcast, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on notifications. And I'll see you all next time. Peace!